Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cara, the gamer around here, and today I'm doing a first look and deep dive into the Halo 3 ODST marketing campaign. Oh my god! First things first, I want to say a huge thank you for 4,000 subscribers. That's insane to me. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. Second of all, I am so excited to film this video. I did a reaction to the Halo 3 launch campaign and I absolutely loved that. It was so deep, and I've never seen a campaign like that for a game before, so I'm so excited to jump into this one. I'm a marketer myself, so anything like this I eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner, so let's get started. This actually starts off really interesting for me because Halo 3 ODST is marketed as a sequel to Halo 3, but it takes place in the events of Halo 2. So it's actually a midquel to Halo 2 and a prequel to Halo 3. That comes after 3. The game launched in September the 22nd, 2009 at midnight. And if you don't know already, this game's direction goes in a completely different way because it's not focused on Master Chief or the Arbiter anymore. Instead, we are playing as a Marine, an Orbital Drop Shock Trooper. That's a mouthful. This is why I'm so excited to see this campaign, because Halo 3 marketed that game through the eyes of the Marines, which was such an interesting way to do it. Even though the focus was about Master Chief in Halo 3, we never actually really saw him that much. It was mainly the Marines talking about him and their admiration for him. So I'm really curious to see if this game continues that sentiment. One of the very first things that stood out to me when I was looking into the marketing for this game was the cover art. I found some draft cover art. Because this game, believe it or not, was not actually going to be called ODST, it was going to be called Recon. And I found some artwork that has this title on it, Halo 3 Recon. This is probably my favourite thing I've found because I work in design myself. And so this really gives an insight into the way that their minds were thinking. Because was this a draft? Was it a draft final? Could this even been a final? That blows my mind. I think that's so interesting. And if we look between the two, you can see that the text is still the same. They've still got Recon. The tracking on the font is more spaced out. So ODST is smaller in between the spaces in between the letters. And also what I did notice was the shoulder pad here where it says ODST has actually moved. So in the placement on the Recon artwork, you can see it much more clearly. And on the original, they've actually kind of covered it slightly. You can also see they've changed the font where it says all new campaign. It says all new campaign and multiplayer maps. That's lower and glowing. And then on the final artwork, it's high. It says new hero, new campaign, new multiplayer, and the glow is gone. I quite liked the glow. I don't know why they got rid of that. I don't know how Xbox games work either, but they still have that same banner art on the top. I'm just so curious, is that something that's given out as standard and the designers have to work towards that? Like keep that at the top? I don't know. I love this stuff. So that was the first thing that got my attention. And then I kept scrolling, and then I also found a poster that had the artwork on it as well for Recon. So if we look at this poster here, this is a completely different vibe altogether. This is like watercolors, it's dark. That text is completely different. That says 11th and 908. This game came out in 2009. So this must be some really early stuff. I love it. I do wonder why they changed the name from Recon to ODST, but in hindsight, I think it does make sense. The tagline for this game is also prepare to drop. Taking the knowledge I have of playing the games and taking it at face value, I would say that's something to do with the pods dropping down from the ships as they land to their destination and go into battle. And if that's wrong, I'm probably an idiot. For merchandise, this game didn't seem to get too much for it. However, it did have something really cool. It got its own controller. There was a collector's edition that was released that had the game and its own controller. It's pretty cool. And as far as toys go, McFarlane Toys did release figurines. People are actually still selling them today. I've just found one on eBay right now for £100, and that is book. On the back, you can see all the figurines that were made at the time. So that's really cool. They had moving parts and everything. Okay, I'm scrolling down. I'm skipping the synopsis and everything about the game. I don't want to know too much. I like to play in my games blind where I can, so I'm not reading anything, but I am going to start looking at the trailers now, so let's get into them. Okay, the first trailer that was announced is called Keep It Clean, and this was announced on the 25th of September 2008. Wow. Here is a fun fact. It was released at 07:07:07 AM PST, which coincided with the 1-year anniversary of the launch of Halo 3. The time at which this trailer was revealed is a reference to Bungie's long-term obsession with the number 7. Do they have it? I didn't know they had an obsession with the number 7. I wonder why. 117? They should have released it at 11:07. They missed a trick. Okay, let's have a look at this. Jeez. These are... What are they? Ooh! Please remain calm. What was that? Was that an explosion? Keep it clean. Reinitialize. Warning metropolitan disaster. Right! This is when we were in the tank, driving through. This is where I discovered snipers, everyone. The beam rifle. Acquiring vehicle ID. Unknown. No match. Accessing the database. What is this? This is like some computer program. Oh my god, hey girl. Right. Oh, who's that? Wait, was that all the pods dropping? Oh my god, hide. Okay, music. Why is he cute? Why is he so cute? Keep right. I always go left. Stop it. I would have been so excited to see that. What? How did I not see that? Did these play on the TV? That's crazy. Oh my god, that's really good. That's a really good one. What a cute way to introduce him out the rubble. Why does he look really cute? He looks really cute. He reminds me of Wall-E. You know, when he's like, how exciting. Okay, what's next? All right, the next one we have is Halo 3 ODST E3 2009 gameplay trailer. I hope this doesn't spoil too much. But this was shown to the press at Microsoft's E3 2009 media briefing. And it was the first gameplay trailer showcasing the events surrounding the campaign and the new Firefight mode. I don't know what that is. The trailer also shows the very first glimpse of Firefight, the brand new cooperative game mode. And there is the answer. It's the cooperative game mode designed specifically for ODST. Lovely. Okay, let's have a look at this, shall we? Blood, language, violence.
You know the music. Time to dance.
Another reference to the music.
We are dropping into hell, troopers! Stand by to adjust trajectory. EMP, losing power. We're going in hard!
Oh, the graphics look different.
Hey, rookie, you out there? Spawn, that's an order.
It highlights... Do they have a different skill set then?
Orders are orders.
We're way off the
Oh, look at this.
Exactly where I need to go.
This ain't a job you want to rush. That do it?
I'm so curious
Arm the other detonators and pull back
to hear their...
me.
Come on, tough guy, we gotta blow this bridge.
Now's one of those times it pays to be the strong, silent type.
Oh, you still fly the vehicles? Okay, here's the co-op. Shock Trooper. Yeah. Prepare to drop. There it is. First of all, I love this branding. This whole rainy, stormy thing they've got going on. Really nice. They've got it throughout everything. Every time there's a title, they've got it on. I love it. And actually, it matches the cover art as well. It's the same. It's that cold, rainy weather. I love it. I love it. I think it's so clever. I'm so curious to hear what I was trying to say during that. The banter between the teammates, because I'm just so curious what they say, because they're quite funny to us. When we're playing as Master Chief, the things they say are quite funny, so I'm curious how they speak when Master Chief is not around, if it's the same or if it's a bit different. But this whole gameplay looks slightly different as well. There was a whole neon scene, and like the enemies, they highlight red around them. Is that just in the co-op or is that in the campaign? Very curious about that. Love it. Okay, let's move on. Oh, also before I move on, the music in that, nice. And I heard some of the jazzy twangs when you guys were telling me about to get ready to play this game. You always said, I hope you like jazz, and I think it's because this music's more jazzy than normal, right? It takes a different route. I love that. Oh, I'm so excited now. Oh, I'm already excited already. My mood just changed immediately. Whee! Okay, next one. Okay, from here on out, the next things are called VIDOCs. Is that video document? I don't know what that means. Let me Google that real quick. It means Visual Information Document Program for the US military. The first one we have is called Desperate Measures. The first VIDOC of Halo 3 ODST, Desperate Measures, takes a look inside the squad that consists of the main characters in the game. It summarizes the skills that each Marine has, along with the weapon they'll be using in game. Okay, all right, interesting. What, so we're going to play as different people and they have different skill sets? That would be nice, because I really enjoyed the switch between Master Chief and Arby and the different skill sets that they have. Okay, these are long ones right off the bat. 3 minutes 34. Who's this cute little
Hey, rookie,
thingy?
you out there? Respond. That's an order.
Give it up, Gunny.
Oh, give up, huh? What if it were you down there?
Just saying. I ain't dead.
Oh, you're a piece of work, Romeo.
Lance Corporal Koju Agu. Romeo.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this inside a Covenant ship?
Real lucky with the ladies to hear him tell it, but all I care about is his aim. His luck with targets at long range. Corporal Taylor Miles, Dutch.
Now's one of those times. Pays to be the strong, silent type.
Death's head slapped right on his helmet. Heavy weapon specialist.
Okay.
Time on Mars tends to give a man perspective.
Amen.
Cool helmet.
Private First Class Michael Crespo, Mickey.
Mickey?
Hold up, wait for backup.
Smart enough to be a pilot, trained to blow stuff up.
This ain't a job you
Oh,
want
he's
to
explosives.
He's never seen a planet get glassed. I hope he won't see it today. And the FNG, a rookie. Not exactly green. No ODST is. If I didn't think he could do the job, I wouldn't have him on my 6. He doesn't say much, but I don't care. I just need him to listen.
Oh.
These are my men, and I'm dropping them straight into hell. Come on, Veronica. What could be more important than that carrier?
My
A girl.
orders.
Naval intelligence says we're taking down a Covenant carrier that's sitting pretty over New Mombasa. Not what I'd call a routine operation, but it doesn't matter. We know what we're up against because we've seen it all before. Harvest, the outer colonies, Reach. The Covenant comes to kill us, and the ODSTs, we do our best to kill them first.
His helmet is so cool with the
We're
teeth.
planning for a close quarters fight. The Navy Special Weapons set us up real nice. The suppressed M7. It'll tear through armor and turn bad guys into chump. And the M6S. Whisper quiet with armor-piercing rounds. Brutes might see us coming. The only thing they're gonna hear is our asses hitting the ground.
All right.
Wasn't just our weapon systems either. Navy eggheads knocked the dust off our electronics too. Visor upgrades with uplinks to secure metropolitan
Right.
systems, clearance codes to access New Mombasa Superintendent Artificial
It's their
Intelligence.
visors.
That means navigation data on the fly.
Wow.
Instant intel in the field. Hell, we could commandeer the city's garbage trucks if we needed. Of course, from what we can tell, the Super isn't exactly in fighting shape. Seems the Covenant knocked a few screws loose. Won't be a problem. ODSTs are used to working in the dark.
Is that the Magnum? What is that?
Banshees, on your 6!
Oh, here's the police. Look. Oh no!
We're losing her. Watch
I did
out.
not know there was police ones.
Mickey, Dutch! Status! Alive or dead, we're pulling them out. You hear me?
Make some noise.
Come on, sniper. Yes.
The Covenant have found Earth. They own New Mombasa. Anyone that could have driven them off is dead or gone.
Is that Rookie?
I'd say that makes for desperate times. Me and my team? Guess we're the desperate measures.
That was so cool! Alright, yes! Okay, that was nice. I feel like I missed the first two. There's like 5 guys, right? I feel like I missed the first 2. Wow, that's so mad. What's the first person say? Yes. Okay. It was Romeo that I missed before. It was Romeo. Okay, Romeo is the sniper. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of me. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, the next one is called Vidoc Bip Bap Bam. And guess who's narrating this? Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be Johnson. Yes, Avery Johnson! He's the narrator! I love Johnson! Okay, let's see. Yes. I wanna hear that voice.
Welcome to New Mombasa. Bip, bap, bam!
Bip, bap, bam!
This is Firefight, and we need every able body we can get, even yours.
There he is!
You boys can thank me later. Right now, I got selling to do. Lucky for you, your squad is the best of the best. Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. Problem is, we got alien bastards in our house. Each new wave means more bad guys. 5 waves make up a round. 3 rounds in a set. Sounds easy, huh? Wrong! See these skulls?
All skulls on.
When they activate, they turn a casual Covenant makeout session into a full-on test of your manly prowess. Catch makes the enemy toss grenades like it's going out of style. Black Eye, only way you're getting health back is to walk up and punch an alien in the chin. And the others? Let's just say they call them difficulty multipliers for a reason.
Bonus round.
This is the
As long as you're feeling cooperative, there ain't no need to go it alone. Get cozy with up to 4 players over System Link or Xbox Live and firefight with your friends through 10 battlefields all over New Mombasa.
Cover me, reloading. Play ball! Let me turret, you suck at it.
But it's not just about greasing bad
There
guys.
he is.
Sometimes it's all about the glory. Put your boot up enough alien backside and the Corps will pin rows of medals on your chest. Might even earn some achievements too. Badass unlocked. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sergeant Major Johnson, these sound like overwhelming odds. I don't want to drop into hell without an airtight insurance policy. Well, do I have an offer for you? Pre-order your copy of Halo 3 ODST at participating retailers now, and you'll get all the confidence you need. Me? That's right. The toughest, cigar-chompingest Marine there is. Yours to play in Firefight.
Okay.
Here we go. Next wave coming in. Get set, troopers. This is gonna get hot.
Oh my god. First of all, that's genius. Because Johnson is well loved. Everyone loves him. So if you pre-ordered this game, you could get your hands on him. You could play him in Firefight. Is he available now? Like if I played Firefight now, would he be available for me? I didn't pre-order then. Making Johnson break the 4th wall is also 10 out of 10. I've got selling to do. What did you say?
You boys can thank me later. Right now, I got selling to do. Lucky for you, your squad is...
Right now, I got selling to do. Okay, there are 2 more Vidocs, or Vidocs, however we want to say it. This is the 3rd one, and it was released on Bungie's website, and it focuses on the development of Halo 3 ODST. I love stuff like this. It says the game developers at Bungie were entering unfamiliar territory and making the largest environment they had ever created as a freely explorable level of New Mombasa. Wait, does this mean, is it kind of open world? Oh, that won't bode well for my gameplay. But let's see about that. Let's see. Oh, that's like the concept art. This is the concept art.
There was this great idea that we could get, you know, like maybe a 2-3 hour sort of mini campaign.
Well, that was the original plan. Not quite what happened, but since we pretty much ended up making a full game.
Oh.
The game gets more and more ambitious, and then next thing you know, it's not like anything you've worked on before. We knew that we wanted to keep what was great, that people loved about the Halo experience, that 30 seconds of fun over and over again. We knew we had to preserve that, but at the same time, give it an ODST spin.
We wanted to try something that we'd never done before, and I think that means breaking the mold of what people expect from Halo.
Here's an engine, here's a story, you got a year, go.
A year? Is that what they did it in? That's quick.
One of the great challenges that we had with ODST was, since we didn't want to be traveling all across the universe in this gigantic space opera, we wanted to really focus on one place.
The hub was the single most technical thing that we've ever accomplished in the Halo engine.
There was a lot of work done to try to come up with smart ways that we could build the city. It's definitely the biggest environment that we've made in any Halo game.
We spent a lot of time trying to figure out how can we maximize the space without freaking out all the artists, and I think we figured out how to maximize the space really well. I don't think we ever figured out that second part too well.
We want the player to have this open, visceral, you're in the city experience. We started experimenting with playing with elevation, playing with building shapes.
How cool to work on games, man. This is
the city
so
that you
cool.
actually completely walk through. Each BSP is directly alongside the other BSP. You walk through a door and you go into the other BSP.
British, he's British!
The road structure is not straight, it's diagonal, it's also multi-layered. I don't think we kind of realized how big the city would get.
We basically had to build very specific tech that would give the AI the right type of behavior. We had the technology, we called it squad patrol.
God.
No matter where you were inside the
this.
hub, there would always be a certain amount of noise, a certain amount of enemy presence there that we could ratchet up and ratchet down depending on what we needed it to do.
We need to have this dark, moody city without making it unplayable.
I wanted to get a feeling of rain
at
night in a abandoned city. I still like to score the emotions and mood that we want the player to feel when they're playing the game.
We want people to explore the city. We want people to find this, this kind of hidden little sub-story.
What if the
there's that music coming through.
You're alone, you're in the city, you're trying to unravel a mystery. That's the feeling you have every time you're the rookie.
Oh, I'm so excited to play
What's fun about
this.
being an ODST? How's he different than the Master Chief? What kind of problems does he face versus the Chief?
If they're not the walking tank, they really have to pick up weapons that they're going to use.
Okay.
There were
A
things that
Magnum.
we added.
Magnum is in the game.
The silenced submachine gun and the silenced pistol are absolutely the best tools for the job. Something the ODSTs have that Spartans actually don't.
Silenced weapons at night, they feel cool, they look awesome, they're really sweet to use.
Nice, look
In real life, silenced weapons don't have a whole lot of sound. So we had to kind of Hollywood them up a little bit, kind of make it so that they sounded like they were silenced and supposed to be silenced, but yet still powerful and fun to fight with.
A lot of ways it feels like Halo 1, because it's back to single wielding.
Dual wielding. Paul
Okay.
doesn't like dual wielding, so we cut it.
So I never really utilized dual wielding that much
Visor
anyway.
mode is really
Apart
cool.
from the
It
needler.
evolved a lot. There were versions that looked really great for the art, but yeah, maybe they didn't do such great things for the design.
It affected how we lit something. We'd make this building and it looked great and we thought it was fine. And you turn
That's
on the
really
visor
cool.
mode and you realize that's really just a square.
But it also has the advantage of really showcasing the depth of our scenes. Put on visor mode and then the whole environment reveals
Wow.
its secrets to you.
Ooh, I'm excited for this visor mode. Look at this.
You know what sucks about big cities? You can get lost really quick. And
That's
that's
my
where we
worry
came up
now.
with ideas for the
I'm gonna
Visor
get
database,
lost.
where you
Oh.
have a great map of the city that not only
Oh.
shows you where you are, but allows you to choose where you want to go.
If you don't have that tool to help you navigate the city, you're never gonna find the high action
Okay, use the
flashback
map.
scenes, which
Note
we
to
were
self.
banking on to be the core fun of the
Whoa,
game.
look at
It's
this.
a very simple idea. It was an amazing struggle to get there.
When you combine those things that we took away with things that we added, such as the visor, even though you might feel a bit more vulnerable, You have the
Wow.
right tools for the job.
The hardest part moving from Halo 3 to ODST was just the difference in the play styles of the characters.
Bam!
If you look at the Master Chief in the course of the Halo games, he became ridiculously powerful over time.
And ODST feels very different because when you start taking fire,
Oh my god, I
you
just
can't
realized
just continually keep
the height
kicking
difference.
ass. You have to actually look for cover because you don't have a motion tracker like the Chief.
Are we much smaller as well? Because
Bringing back the health was something that was born out of a discussion about how can we add long-term level of tension to the game.
oh, they brought back the health bar. I
For
like
us, health
that.
is important in the ODST's world because it reminds you that you're vulnerable.
Yeah, of course. I like the health bar.
We want to experience the story through the eyes of many different characters.
We wanted to bring back the guys from Firefly again, Nathan Fillion, Adam Baldwin, and Alan Tudyk, trying to find the perfect film noir blonde. We thought about Tricia Helfer.
Orders are orders.
Come on, Veronica. What could be more important than that carrier?
My orders. And Buck, call me Captain.
Yes!
I'll pass on that dance. But you can't show me where to sit.
These little scenes, we wanted to have their own mystery. It was the story of one guy, one object, one high action moment. And for us, the clue objects were the key.
Dutch, we need to get above this crap. Link with the B-net. One of our drones must have seen where they hid.
When you find a clue, you're actually going back in time and playing in the boots from another ODST's perspective.
Good hunting, boys.
Right.
I'm keeping my boots on the ground.
You've got 5 main characters.
Banshees!
Each of the characters have things to say from first person. Not only ground you in the character, but also give you some really useful tactical information about the battlefield.
It's coming to drop in behind us. They must know this is our rally point.
Where the heck did these buggers
Okay,
come from?
so I need to listen to all the characters.
We got ammo and weapons on the high ground. Move it, move it.
Without spending a lot of effort personalizing each of those characters, then it wouldn't mean as much when you step into their boots.
Yeah.
Look out! Bam, said the lady.
So I hope it's the right balance of new and old, that it doesn't come off like we've screwed the pooch on this one. But I do think they will probably walk away from this honestly wanting more.
Honestly, if we had more time to do ODST, I really don't know what we would do differently. So if I got another 2 weeks, I don't know. I guess I'd play more ODST.
Nice. I really enjoyed that. It's really cool to see the faces behind it as well. We learned quite a lot in that trailer, actually. I don't think what I'm doing here is spoiling it as per se, but it's given me tactics to go into the game with. I didn't realize it was open world like that, so it's okay. We have a map, and I will utilize the map. Hopefully. Okay, the next one I'm looking forward to. This is called Vidoc Dramatis Personae. It was originally intended as an extra for people who played the game. Okay, should I not watch this now? I think I can watch this. Right, it's about the voice actors. My favorite part. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm watching it. Voice acting is a dream, so I'm looking forward to this. It must be so fun to get into a booth and do that. Personae.
So you're no longer the Master Chief. You're the newest member of a squad of Orbital Drop Shock Troopers.
They're the mysterious soldiers with the untold tale.
We talked a lot about how could we still take people out of one character, put them into the body of another character, and not confuse people.
And ODST, I think, takes the lessons of Halo 2 and feels a lot more natural. You're going from one ODST to another. It's not so jarring as it was with the Chief and the Arbiter.
The hell am I supposed to do with this inside a Covenant ship?
Romeo the smartass, or Mickey the kind of guy who just wants to look it up. Allowing the player to step into the shoes of all of these different characters in the squad makes this a game about what happens to that squad.
It's hard to create not just characters, but then give them a relationship. That's even tougher.
Get this thing off of me.
You've got Buck, who's the squad leader. He's the most hard-boiled, hard-bitten, seen everything, been everywhere, a little bit more cynical than the other soldiers, because he survived the longest.
No, they're gonna burn this city and then glass the whole planet. Covenant bastard! This is like Reach all over again.
Buck is the guy you want to be. You believe in him because he cares about his squad.
All I care about now is getting my men out of this city.
At the same time, he's distracted by this ex-girlfriend
Oh,
of
no.
his.
Dare, she's an ONI operative. She takes over the squad.
Replacements?
This many years into the war, who isn't?
At least they listen.
To me. And they're not gonna like what they hear.
He wants to do his mission right. He wants to save his squad. And this whole time, Dare is there kind of poking him in the ribs.
I never thought I'd see you again.
Yeah? Well, here I am.
There's something to be said about using Nathan and Trisha, who are, really strong sci-fi actors.
What we bring to the table is a lot of experience. A lot of spacefaring, a lot of changing trajectories, a lot of slip space ruptures. We know.
Veronica definitely has balls.
Yes, and we like to see
What was that
it.
for?
Yes.
Abandoning the mission.
What
Punch is harsh,
For
though.
me, it was about creating a credible history between the two of them. And by dipping into that history, I think that creates the relationship.
Look, don't start about my job. We both agreed to end it.
That was years ago, Veronica. I'm a little fuzzy on the details.
We talked about what it would be like to suddenly be in the body of some other character who was just in the cinematic you just watched.
Say again, Buck. You're breaking up.
I said stay put. I'm on my way.
And then actually hear his voice coming out of your body.
We missed our LZ. This grid is packed with Covenant. Be careful.
I appreciate the concern.
Yeah, that's nice.
We call them vignettes, and they're basically the last shot of a flashback cinematic, right before you take control of Dutch or take control of Buck. And it's a shot from first person. You can see your arms, you can see the weapon that you're holding. We use it as a kind of a direction indicator or a mission indicator. The player doesn't have control of the camera yet, and the character is kind of easing him into that and leading him into where he needs to be going and what he needs to be doing.
You really kind of get inside some of these characters, and I think that the vignettes helped so it wasn't quite so jarring.
Mickey, you're with me.
Yeah.
We often talked
I
about
see.
the ODST as a kind of detective, lone gumshoe in the dark, mysterious city. Hey, let's drop one man that's not a Spartan on his own into a dangerous environment and let him really solve a mystery, let him find clues.
We wanted to really get a different kind of Halo look and feel from what we've seen before. One of the cool challenges was how do we make the city of New Mombasa, in a way, a character in the game?
Keep right.
Sound was critical in helping us really create that pacing and
Oh, wow, look at that.
We tried to make everything kind of quieter, especially when you were in the hub.
We wanted the hub to be dark and rainy and have that film noir feel. There was a point halfway through the production where the programmer said, we can't implement rain in the engine. Maybe we don't actually have rain falling all over the place, but we have to have the feel of that rain is in the distance.
It's raining in that environment because of the sound guys.
We also switched the surface types on the ground to kind of have kind of that wet, slappy footstep.
As the thing started taking a life of its own, in no way did I want to hear any Halo music reused. It really deserved to have its own flavor from beginning to end.
The score that Marty wrote really lent itself to both that film noir feeling and that feeling of loneliness that you have in the hub.
How do you make a difference musically from the daytime action scenes and always bring you back to the nighttime hub was a little bit of a challenge. First thing I said is no monks. There just cannot be monks in this thing. I knew I could use a solo saxophone, which has a really nice interaction with orchestral instruments. It's not something you normally hear with an orchestra. And it could really just change the whole color and feeling that sort of carry you through the hub.
Clever.
As the game itself got bigger and bigger, I needed more and more music, which is why I have more gray hair, so that's how that goes.
There are some key elements that you'll find in the city.
What if the phones rang? What if the ticket kiosks began to spit tickets and coins came out of vending machines? What if the city was trying to communicate with you?
What the heck's going on?
Oh, wow,
Sir,
this is so
I'm really
new.
sorry
Look at
about
that.
this. I was just trying to get out of the city.
The thing that's the most different for me playing this game is the ability to randomly pick up the radio play story. which tells an entirely different story with entirely new characters.
Old Mombasa. Dad, there's a ship.
Listen, sweetheart. I wanted to tell you at breakfast, but you left so early.
So the ringing phone became this jumping off point for what eventually became the superintendent. And then Sadie's story too.
A car just came out of nowhere, smashed all the brutes. Was that you?
My head. I thought airbags were supposed to stop you from getting hurt.
Your tax dollars at work.
I'm so curious
so
for this now.
Superintendent's tale is this really neat evolutionary piece that you follow throughout the whole game.
It's a very simple story when you get down to it, but it's told in an elegant way, in a complex way.
You can understand and enjoy the ODST story if you don't pick up any of the
Which is
telephones
typically
ringing
what
in the
I would
city or
do.
Any of the other
I would
objects. But
normally
if you
ignore
do,
that.
you're going to be transported a little bit further back in time to the day before, but to a whole different world.
Like a detective, you have
Right.
to put it all together, and it's the layers that make the story so interesting.
So we should listen to the phones and the
We
radio
wanted to
then.
make sure that you met the people of that city. You knew the stakes, what you were fighting for.
Clever! So that was really interesting for me. Normally, typically in wild stuff like that, documents I pick up, sound bites, things like that, I kind of skip over them. But that's really clever. So the things that they've laid out in the game, the radio and the phones, that when they interact with them, it tells you the events of the day before all of the drama happened. That's clever. I really like that. I'll be sure to listen to them when I play my game now. Okay, and the final thing we have is We Are ODST, and this is a 2-minute live action. Interesting they've gone back to live action. They did this for Halo 3, really effective. You were introduced to the spike gun in Halo 3, and you saw that happen in live action. It really just put into perspective how gruesome and how scary the Covenant are. So I'm curious for this. This short showcases the 19th Shock Troops Battalion during their operations in the Human Covenant War. So let's have a look at this. This is 2 minutes 30. Hello, waypoint.
Rated M for mature.
Who's that? Sergeant K. Stark. Who's that? I wonder who that is. Is that Rookie or something?
Fire! Up! Be shorties!
Wow, look at that. Jeez. The sound of the plasma gun. Jeez. Hey, girl. Oh, bless him. I did exactly the same as what I thought it would do. It really puts into perspective how horrible and gruesome it is when you come out of that pod and bam, you're straight in it. That was crazy. The camera work then was really good. The focus of how, where was it? There was a scene I liked. This one. All on the ground's blurry, but the only thing that's clear is you can see the Banshees coming in. Here. Yeah! That's it for all of the videos. The last thing they did was an ODST tour, and this was lasting nearly a month while they promoted the game across the United States. That's a long time to be traveling for work. It started on August 22nd and finished when the game released on September the 22nd, which is nice. That's a nice full circle. Overall, from what I've seen today, I'm so excited to start playing this game. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting more along the lines of Halo, I think, from what I've seen before, but this does look like kind of a complete new game, I'll be honest. It's not one I'm familiar with, but I quite enjoy that. And it clearly was a risk for the Halo team to do this, but it's obviously paid off because Halo is still going. I think this game did receive mixed reviews, but a lot of people who love it have said it's their best Halo game. So I'm really curious which side of the coin I'm gonna land on, but I can't wait. I love the whole noir feel that they've gone for. The dark thunder and storm, the big city. I know I'm gonna get lost. I'm excited to get lost. From what I've also seen, I'm also looking forward to the game going through each of the characters because I feel like it'll force me to explore more of the weapons that are in the game. Sometimes I can get quite, not lazy, but I can get quite comfortable with a weapon I find. I stick with it because it works for me. Whereas this, if I'm forced to try new things, who knows, I might find a new favourite. I might be an explosives girly after this, who knows? Thank you so much for watching this video if you've got this far. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Thank you again for 4K. And I will see you gamers in the next one. Goodbye.